Hey, it's Chris King and welcome back to the Yoga Business Revolution. Now, it's been a couple weeks since the last interview summit ended, and I've been working really hard delivering my course, Yoga Marketing Mastery, to the students there, and we're having tons of fun. If you're in that course with us, you know all about that. But I miss all the rest of you guys too, and I want to make a video for you and tell you one of the most important strategies that you must know if you want to grow your classes, if you want to teach private sessions or sell more DVDs or create online programs. You must know this. This is probably one of the most important things you'll ever do when growing your yoga career. You ready? You excited? You want to get started? Okay, let's go. I'll make this as short as possible for you, so I know your time's valuable. Now, we're going to be talking about what do your students really want. Now, I know it sounds simple, and you might be saying, well, duh, Chris, I know what my students want. I make stuff all the time. But if you don't find out from them what they're truly interested in, what they like, and what they'd like to see more of, then you're really just shooting in the dark, you know? And this is what a lot of people make the mistake on when they go to create class themes or workshops or run retreats, is they sit down and think, okay, well, what do I want? And, you know, if you do this type of thing, don't worry, a lot of people do. This is not just you know, yogi industry specific problem. This is a problem that a lot of business owners have, and this is why a lot of businesses aren't successful. This is why a lot of yoga classes aren't as full as they should be, and this is one of the main reasons that a lot of workshops don't sell out and a lot of DVDs just sit on the shelf, is because people make stuff based on what they want and they don't have their students' needs and desires in the highest perspective, right? So a lot of people sit down and they just think, okay, I'm going to make what I want to make and hopefully people like it. Or they say, okay, this is what I think my students want. And depending where you're at in your yoga practice, you're probably a lot further along in your practice and in your development than where your students are right now. You know, you might be getting into the spiritual or emotional, deep-rooted benefits of yoga. You might have moved past the physical asana practice. You might be into mantra. You might be into the different yogic practices, and you say, okay, I'm going to make a workshop and I'm going to do it on sadhana and diving into the deeper levels of consciousness and unraveling your inner bliss. Right? Now, that might sound like a great workshop title to you. If you roll that out and tell that to your students who are just a month into yoga or a year into yoga, you might freak them out. You know? Think back to when you first started yoga. You might have come to the practice because you had a hurt back. Or maybe you were working through a knee injury. Or maybe you were just stressed out from your crazy life and career and family that you just needed some time to breathe, relax, and, you know, take some time for yourself. So you want to think about that when you're creating your class themes and retreats and workshops, is where are my students? Where are they at? What do they need right now? What level of development are they in? Right? And one way to do that is to just sit down and think about it yourself, but I'm going to give you a magic formula that will allow you to truly find out exactly what they need, and it's way more effective than just sitting down and thinking on your own. So that gets us to point number one, and that to find out what your students really want, the most important part of this formula is to ask. Yep, it's that simple. You're just going to ask them what they want to learn. You're going to ask them what they like. You're going to ask them what they want more of. It really is that simple, but so many people don't do it. I mean, it's true, and that's why so many yoga teachers aren't having the type of success that they deserve. It's because they're not asking their students what they really want and what they need. Once you do that, you can design stuff that they will want to buy, that they're going to want to sign up for, and that they're going to want to come to. And you know, it's not all about the money. Yes, you will make more money once you give people what they want, but you're also serving them better, right? And that's what this is all about. You're finding out exactly what they need and exactly what they want to learn to grow, develop, and experience more yoga, right? So it's service, money, they just go together. It's so cool that we're in this new world and this is happening. So you're going to ask your students, how often do you ask? Do you ask them you know, once in a while, or the first of every month, or maybe in January? Number two, you're going to ask your students what they like, what they want, and what they want to see more of all the time, right? So all the time you're going to be doing this. Now I'll tell you when the magic cue is. When your brain needs to go, boom, this is when I ask. It's when somebody likes what you do, right? So when someone comes up to you after class and says, oh, you just did an amazing job. I had such a breakthrough. I feel so good right now. Thank you. Then you say, take it in, right? Gratitude, say thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming. Could you tell me what you like the most? Could you tell me what you found the most helpful? Could you tell me what you would like to see more of? That's when you ask, and that's when you get what I like to call the marketing gold, because that's what's going to allow you to create stuff that people want. So pull out your notebook, pull out your journal, and write down what they said. And start keeping a running tally of what people like about you and what they want to see more of. If you want to do a workshop, go ahead and ask a bunch of your students, your most devoted, loving, loyal students, what they want to learn in that workshop. And you'll find out exactly what they want to buy. It's so cool and it's so easy. So you're going to ask all the time. Now, how long do you have to do this? Like I said, is this something that you just do in the beginning to get started? Is this something to do when you just start teaching yoga? Or is this something you do after you watch this video and then forget about it? No, number 3, you're going to ask all the time forever. So this becomes a never-ending process. As long as you teach yoga, as long as you have a business, as long as you're in the business of serving people and improving their lives, you're going to be asking them what they want forever. Right? It becomes a part of your being. It becomes a part of the way you interact in your career and with your students. It's that simple. That's all you got to do. You know, I always like to lead by example. I don't want to just show you stuff and you think, oh, I wonder if Chris does that. I have created a survey for you that if you have a couple extra minutes, I would love for you to fill out. You can click the link below. It'll take you to the survey. There's only 3 questions. So I want to know what you like the best about the last Yoga Business Revolution event and what you learned the most, what was the most helpful for you so that I can continue doing more of that. I also want you to tell me what you would like me to improve. What do you think I could do better? Because it's not always about the positive feedback. I want everything. I want to know if you think these videos are too long, if you think they're too short, if you think I could do a better job with whatever. Just tell me about it and I'm here to serve you. And also, most importantly, I want to know what you want to learn the most. Do you want to learn how to build your classes the most? Would you like to learn social media the most? What do you need to learn this year to grow your career? What's the most important to you? Type that in the box and I will theme the next event based around the most responses I get for a certain topic, right? So the next Yoga Business Revolution event is going to have a theme, just like a class theme in a yoga class, and we're going to focus on your most important desire, and I'm going to serve you with the best information, the best experts I can possibly find. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you to kind of start thinking bigger about this idea of service and really figuring out how to serve your students. You can check out that tool that I used. It's called surveymonkey.com, and it's software where you can create a survey just like I create it for you for your students. Now you'll also see that that survey is anonymous, so there's no place for you to put your name or email or anything because I want you to be completely honest with me, and you need to be that way with your students too. If there's something that you could do less of that would help them, well, you got to do that, right? We got to drop our egos. We've got to just figure out what our students really need, what we can do better, and what we can improve on so that we can help them learn more yoga. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for serving people. Thanks for sharing yoga with the world. I had a great time serving you. If you know somebody who you think would benefit from this video, or you think you know somebody who wants to grow their classes or teach more privates, or if one of your friends is just frustrated because they don't have the numbers they need in their class, go ahead and send them this video. I would really appreciate it. And if you're watching this video right now and you're not signed up for the Yoga Business Revolution, come join our community. We would love to have you with us. Just click the link below. You can go to a sign up page, put your name and email address in, and I'll make sure to send you more videos like this every single month. Like I said, we're going to kick the next event off very soon. So click that button below for the survey. I want to hear your feedback. I want to serve you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.